states report life expectancy of their engines is double.
You're a robot. That's worse. You can't rid of that.
Maxi coats are both a curse and a blessing in New York. Dry cleaners, they're charging. They're taking our nags, Ace. Yeah, they're making damn good targets of themselves. Let them have it. Couldn't afford a holiday and a color TV. That's your check. Good problem with drugs and baby battery.
That's the same old jive that's been run down for the past 300 years. If y'all so wise and heavy, why didn't you join the strike in the beginning? No, you just go back and tell them, sorry, this motherfucker is closed down on strike, Jack, and we'll whistle when it's over.
Why doesn't the strike committee add some of our demands, like ending ROTC? How?
You want to off ROTC. All you have to do is go down to the ROTC building, take a bottle, fill it full of gasoline, plug it with a rag.
Yeah, man, but what if you want to end sociology?
Listen, man, a Molotov cocktail is a mixture of gasoline and kerosene. White radical is a mixture of bullshit and jive. Right on.
You know, I don't have to prove my revolutionary credentials to you. You know, there's a lot of white students who are already out on the streets fighting just like you guys do in the ghetto. And, you know, there's a lot of unhappy, dissatisfied white people who are potential revolutionaries.
Y'all dealing with things that are really irrelevant. Because you going back to the same thing, you know, you get busted for grass, and that makes you a revolutionary. No, when them pigs get to busting you on your head, so you're kicking down your door, stopping you from living when you can't get a job, you can't go to school, you can't eat, that's what makes you a revolutionary, dig? That's why black people are, like you say, in another bag.
No, you know, we're talking about talking to white students, and I think we understand. A lot of us have understood what makes black people revolutionaries, but what's going to make white people revolutionaries? I mean, you know, and that's what we discussed about
the same goddamn things that make black people revolutionary.
But it's not happening the same way.
You just wait, it will happen. You don't have to do anything to instigate it. What you can do is prevent it, or you can break it down, and you can do something. But I mean, this country is going pell-mell into fascism. I mean, the pigs are on the campus now. Next, what do you want them? Sitting up in the classroom? You want them in your door? You want them standing on the street every time you walk out?
No, kids are not on the line.
You have to wait till they get to that to be revolutionary.
Oh, now what we're saying is this school is going to close down, period. There ain't nobody coming in this school unless they come at their own risk. And once they decide they want their school back open, they're going to open it on our terms, period. Is that simple?
Why stop the students that want to go? I mean...
Because they're in our way. Because they prevent us from getting what we deserve. We have tried all other means. We've negotiated, we've pleaded, we've written programs, we've done this. We haven't got anything. All right. Well, the whole point, basic point of any form of guerrilla confrontation is that the enemy is invisible. Things happen. They don't know where, they don't know how. People do things, and the people who they have their attention focused on are being nothing but attracting attention.
I don't think that's the stage we're at yet. I mean, we're just beginning to involve people on this
campus. If you want to shut this school down, what do you plan to do?
But we do not have white support on this campus yet, and until we do, we deal in mass tactics.
That student union is not running no performance. It's going to depend on that to shut this school down.
No, but not only this question about the enemy being invisible, and I think you're wrong. You know, in terms of white support, I don't think it really matters that much, because if we're successful tomorrow, what will happen is that the cops will consider every student, every single student, whether he's on the picket line or whether he's one of us or not, every student an enemy.
Threat.
And once that happens, then I think eventually, if we can keep up the pressure, then it will be a popular white threat.
waiting for the other motherfuckers.
You run out of coffee. Did you fix up the new coffee?
Can't a man make coffee around here anymore?
Yeah. Good for you.
I say that we form 4 or 5-man tax squads of our own to be stationed just outside the campus, and when the cops move in on the strike lines, they form a diversionary force behind the cops, so the picket lines have time to get out of their way.
Can't we just do
Aren't
cars an effective blockade?
Cars?
Cars?
On a campus?
Sure.
Strategically,
Wait.
How about your car? 6-1 Ford Falcon, man. Go ahead. You drive it up, Jack. I'll tip it over. Well, I mean,
The reason why we trying to make change right here on the campus is because we realize development on this campus, we can't live in the community, man. We talking about education, we talking about
One way to talk to the man, and that's in his own language. If the man's language is his guns, you talk to him with a gun. It's very simple.
Are you willing to die?
Black people are dying, and a lot of black people have died already in this country. Black people have earned this leadership in blood, Jack. We're not gonna give it up.
Well, I'm willing to die, too.
Alone?
Not aboard him.
Who the hell is he? He's okay. He's my roommate. I guess the meeting's just during his trip. Look, man, if he didn't come to join us, he shouldn't have come at all.
Why the hell not? How else is he going to determine whether or not he wants our
Well, what is
papers?
this? Meetings aren't his trip. What kind of nonsense is that? If he wants to be a revolutionary, he has to learn to work with other people.
Yeah, this is where he had to come to find out.
What was, what was any revolutionary without other people? What was Lenin without his organization? What was Castro without his organization? Even anarchists spend most of their lives talking in meetings, for Christ's sake.
You ought to take him in and go back and start teaching him out of the Red Book or something. Teach him the first page. It teaches about if there's going to be a revolution, there must be a revolutionary party. That bourgeoisie individualism that he's indulging in is going to get him killed.
Resolutely struggle against bourgeois individualism.
We had an open door on the 3rd floor, but it's secure now.
Is the door open to the roof? Could you, could I go up?
Company rules.
I just wanted to get a book I left up there at lunchtime.
What book? Why don't you eat in the cafeteria?
How are your days off? Fine. See you later.
Well, who could give me permission?
Evening, Mr. Allen.
Hello, Tom.
Working late tonight.
Yeah, sure. Keeping busy. Can I help you?
Yeah, I hope so. I was taking the place of someone's secretary today, and I went up to the roof. At lunchtime. And I left something.
A book.
You do secretarial work, do you?
Well, it's not something I really dig to do. I just work when I need the bread.
Who was that?
A girl from my long-gone past.
What's her name?
Alice. My sister.
What's that? It's an OR form in case of a mass bust. They release you early if you fill one out in advance.
Be prepared, is that your slogan?
Got to be realistic about it.
Look, man, the day you don't count on losing is the day I'll join the movement.
What if joining isn't a matter of choice? For lots of people, it's a matter of survival.
That's what I mean.
What?
I'm serious. It's not a game. I'm tired of it, man. Kids rapping about violence and cops doing it. That chick at the meeting said people only act when they need to, but I need to sooner than that.
Well, anyway, our line's gonna be in front of the administration building all day.
Maybe.
Control 1 to 1L51. You are now clear, 1L51. Continue patrol. Continue patrol, 1L51.
10-4, 1L51 out.
Yes?
A friend of mine was arrested this morning. Just wondering if his case has been settled yet.
One of the colleges?
Yeah.
Being booked now. It'll be a little while. Take a seat.
You know how long it'll take?
Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 5 hours.
Thank you.
Huck.
Hey.
William S. Pollitt. Hands up on the page.
Pollitt?
P-O-L-L-I-T.
Any other name also known as?
None.
Take off your glasses.
Address?
1152 South Stoneman.
What city?
Alhambra.
Occupation?
Associate Professor of History.
That's too long, Bill. I just put down clerk. Any money in that wallet?
$2. Some of these people over here need medical attention.
You didn't say you was a doctor.
Who are you? Got a friend of mine here. Came down to bail him out.
You're not allowed here. Move on.
Thought if you were coming to bail somebody out.
You saw it. You thought maybe the rules didn't apply to you? You thought maybe someone special? Go on, beat it. Move on.
Hey, man, anything I can do to help?
Yeah. All right, now you get a chance to see your friend.
Put your hands up there. Busy day. Name?
Karl Marx.
How do you spell it?
M-A-R-X.
Aye. Aye.
Help you, boys? We need some guns right away for self-defense.
Well, the law is you buy the guns now, then we check it out with Sacramento. See that the record is clean. You can pick it up in 4 or 5 days.
But the law was made for peacetime. This is an emergency.
See, we live in a neighborhood that's, borderline, you know what I mean? We've got to protect our women.
I'm sure as hell gonna see that you don't go defenseless. For your purposes, fellas, I wouldn't recommend anything smaller than a .38.
Say, boys. One other thing about the law. It says you can protect your house. So if you shoot in the backyard, be sure you drag him inside.
Okay. Thank you.
Enjoy the full relaxation of outdoor living. Bask in the desert sun by your own private pool. Why be caught up in the rat race of city life when you can enjoy life the Sunny Dunes way? Play tennis on emerald green lawns. Drink fresh mountain water from oaken buckets. Breathe the unpolluted air of the high desert. Take your son quail shooting in the wide open spaces. Who knows, you might even bag a mountain lion. Get out in the sun and water your own private garden. Become an independent man. Forge a life of your own, like the pioneers who molded the West.
You gals will really enjoy the fully equipped Sunny Dunes kitchen. Plenty of space for cooking for Junior and for that man of the house.
Play a round of golf on the regulation-size Sunny Dunes 9-hole golf course, and you can putt to your heart's content on the special practice putting green. So stop driving yourself crazy in that miserable, crowded city. Move out today and start your life over with a Sunny Dunes house in the sun.
Are you taking up flying, Bob?
No, Jane, that's me personally scanning the desert for potential Sunny Dunes lots. Just call Sunny Dunes 84868.
What's the number again, Bob?
That's Sunny Dunes Land Development Company, Box 82, Los Angeles, California.
The one-way freeway connecting the central Los Angeles area to the foothills has moved over 50,000 residents to other locations, while the homes, apartments, and businesses in the route have been moved or destroyed, according to figures received by the Housing Administration. Total U.S. servicemen killed in Vietnam is nearing 50,000, with hundreds of thousands of our young men returning to hospitals in the United States.
Did you see this?
To begin therapy sessions with the use of artificial
We have 7 centimillionaires now. Who's we? California. Texas just had 4. New York still has the most. So far.
That's right. About incident, although a disturbance near the cafeteria brought in over 200 campus policemen, highway patrolmen, and sheriff's deputies. 25 students were arrested along with 3 faculty members believed to be members of a militant organization on campus. The governor spoke at the businessmen's luncheon yesterday and said the time has come to remove the campus problem students. KNOX checks the weather from the KNOX Weather Tower at...
I've got to go down here and see for myself. After that call, keep the line free. I might have to call back.
How are you?
Johnson, I'm glad you returned my call. Recall a few days ago I called you and talked to you about Square B company listing on the New York Stock Exchange? Right. Well, it's getting real active now. I'd like to see you pick up some.
Care to see him again?
No thanks, Tim. We'll call your boss if we decide to make any changes.
Morning, boys.
Hi, Eddie. You want to see these commercials?
Later. I've got that conference in Phoenix.
What time is your plane?
Couple of hours.
Yes, sir?
Natalie, where's Daria?
I don't know, sir. I haven't seen her.
Try her at home, will you?
Yes, sir. I called Daria's home, sir, and there's no answer. Perhaps she's sick and she doesn't...
That's all right, Natalie. What? Hello? This is Sunny Dune's office calling. Do you know where I could reach Daria?
No idea. I'm crashing here. She left real early this morning.
She left? What flight did she take?
Flight. She took my car.
Do you mind telling me who this is I'm talking to?
Yeah, I mind. Hello.
3 million more people here in the next 10 years?
Oh, Stanford research shows this to be even higher.
Yes, I've heard that.
Are these figures for the whole state?
No, just Southern California.
But you know what that means?
What?
That means development of at least a quarter of a million acres.
Yeah, well, now, our position in the market would create a capital expenditure of $5 billion for us over a 10-year period.
That's pretty fantastic.
Well, we can handle that. This doesn't even consider the state and federal expenditures, cost of living index, or inflation.
Come on, move back.
I got some barricaded suspects inside the library. Possibly best assistance, code 3.
Clear the area around this building.
Block off the entrance. Everybody, back up.
You men, come with me.
This is Lieutenant Bell, Metropolitan Police.
out immediately and give yourselves up, we'll be forced to get you out by other means.
Sidewalk, no move.
Get on the radio and call for reinforcements. 1851, officer involved in shooting. Request additional help. Code 3.
Broadway and Prairie, end of the line.
What kind of bread?
I don't know, hero bread.
Make mine rye, a lot of mayonnaise. Hey, why so light on the meat, Pop? I ain't on no diet.
You want extra, you pay extra.
We're paying. Don't sweat it.
Hello? Where are you? Better cool it. Somebody called and said you're on TV. Was it really you? On the news.
You sure?
He said the guy looked just like you.
Marty.
Hello? Mark? Hello?
Hey, can I ask a favor of you?
Shoot.
I was wondering if you'd trust me for the price of a sandwich.
Not that I don't trust you personally, but if I trusted you, I'd have to trust everybody in the whole world.
Yeah.
Just a little scenic flight. Want to come?
No, thanks.
Okay.
Lily 7, Hawthorne Tower. Port your takeoff. Traffic landing opposite direction. Cherokee 06 Juliet, Hawthorne Tower. Turn off as soon as safely able. Traffic departing opposite direction. Lily 7, Hawthorne. Traffic landing.
I don't know. Are we satisfied with the cost projections for the first phase?
Steve can answer that.
Oh, yes. We funded for $200 million, set aside 40 against contingencies.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Why tie up $40 million for contingencies? I mean, what? What contingencies?
We found certain areas where there are differences in the water table.
Soil tests have shown
All right.
density factors that could
Hold on a
increase
minute.
our
I'll take this
costs.
mile.
We haven't been able to figure accurately the cost of blasting rock slopes.
When will we have the exact figures?
Oh, Edie, we can't make exact estimates until phase 1 is 65.
What's up, Dario? Where are you?
I'm in some ghost town. I just got to say I may be a little late in Phoenix.
Why?
I'm looking for a little town that sounds like Glenville or Valleyville or something like that. Something with a ville in it. You know the desert. Does that ring a bell?
A ville? Wait a minute. Hold on. A ville? What do you mean, like a Danville?
Somewhere in the desert, man. Danville's in Connecticut. Or maybe it's Hill. Something Hill.
Hill. Well, what do you want to go to a town you don't know the name of for? Have you got somebody to meet?
My friend said it's a fantastic place for meditation.
What do you do on a meditation?
You think about things.
You think about. Daria, look, give me the number where you're calling from, and I'll try and find out the name of the town and call you back, okay?
Oh, no. You'll probably have a helicopter sent out here to pick me up.
Come on, Daria.
30 cents, please, for the next 3 minutes.
Just a second, operator. Look, give me the number, then hang up, and I'll call you back, and that way I can pay for the call.
See you in Phoenix. Say, do you know of a place around here called Glenville or Valleyville or something like that?
Alistair?
That's it.
Sure do. You're standing in it.
Oh, yeah?
You didn't come here to see one James Patterson, did you?
How do you know?
You look like the type. Well, you can tell him for me, he's going to be the death of this town. He's going to ruin a piece of American history.
Jimmy?
You remember Daddy Wilson?
Johnny Wilson? No.
That's me. I was middleweight champion of the world in 1920.
Middleweight champion of the world?
That's right.
That's great.
Thank you.
On account of being a do-gooder, he brought these kids out here from Los Angeles. Said they were sick, emotionally sick. You know what that means? But if Los Angeles don't want them, why should we want them? God damn it!
Goddamn criminals come around here and get enough.
Well, I guess you've seen for yourself. That window cost me $30.
I remember the night and the Tennessee walls. Now I know just how much I have lost.
Hey!
Yes, I lost.
Hey, listen! Hey, come back! Hey, kid, where's Jimmy? Where's the man who brought you here? Doesn't he stay with you?
Do we have a piece of ass?
Are you sure you know what to do with it?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yeah. You know what to do. Push down.
Introduced her to my loved one, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me.
What the hell was that?
You've come along with a car and know where to go. Might as well give me a lift so I can get some more gas.
How far?
I don't know. This gentleman says maybe 20 miles.
Okay. The radio said somebody stole a plane in L.A. this morning. Did you really steal that thing? How come?
Needed to get off the ground.
This is an area of ancient lake beds deposited 5 to 10 million years ago. These beds have been tilted and pushed upward by earth forces and eroded by wind and water. They contain borates and gypsum. Borates and gypsum?
Two old prospectors lost their way.
How do these plants make it in the sand? They're so beautiful. What do you do besides fly airplanes?
Till yesterday, I drove a forklift truck at a warehouse. Done other things.
Been to college?
Some.
Why'd you leave? Grades?
Extracurricular activities.
Like what?
Like stealing hardcover books instead of paperbacks. Making phone calls on the chancellor's stolen credit card number. Whistling in class. And bringing illegal things onto campus, like a dog, a bike, a woman.
What's wrong with that?
We did it in the road. Yeah, they finally kicked me out after I broke into the dean's office and reprogrammed the computer. Put them up tight. Know why? I made all the engineers take art courses. Just gonna follow me down.
So, tell me the rest of your criminal record.
Once I changed my color, but it didn't work. So I changed back.
Did you hear that the Mexican Air Force is bombing the grass along the border?
I wonder what else is going on in the real world. Hear any news about the strike?
Not much. I prefer music.
It's getting like they don't even report it unless 200 or 300 people get hurt.
Yeah, some kind of record.
Or a cop.
Oh, a cop did get killed, and some bushes were trampled. I was trying to find a rock station. I think they said the guy who killed the cop was white.
Ooh, white man taking up arms with the blacks, huh? Just like old John Brown.
Want to go down by that riverbed?
See you at the bottom.
Wait a minute. Whatever your name is. Hey, tough guy. Are you all right? Want some smoke?
You know you're talking to a guy who's under discipline?
What's that?
A joke, I guess. But, this group I was in had rules about smoking. They were on a reality trip.
What a drag. Let's go find some shade. What do you mean, reality trip? Oh, yeah, they can't imagine things. Were you in with that group? Why didn't you get out?
I wasn't really in a group. I just couldn't stand their bullshit talk. It really bored the hell out of me. But when it gets down to it, you have to choose one side or the other.
There's 1,000 sides, not just heroes and villains.
Stow that rat. What's your name?
Daria.
Point is, if you don't see them as villains, you can't get rid of them.
You think if you can get rid of them, we'll have a whole new scene?
Why not? Can you think of any other way that we can go about it?
Who's we? Your group?
You and me, babe.
You and me. Don't you feel at home here? It's peaceful.
It's dead.
Okay. It's dead. So let's play a death game. You start at one end of the valley, and I'll start at the other. And we'll see who can kill the most. We'll start on lizards and snakes, and then move up to mice and rabbits. At the end, we'll count up how many deaths each of us has. And the winner will get to kill the loser. Did I make a mistake? You don't want to play that game?
I don't want to play any games at all. It was nice of you to come with a guy who doesn't turn on.
I'm pretty tolerant.
What are you doing out here? Phoenix, was that for real?
My boss wants me there. Some conference.
You are pretty tolerant.
Pretend your thoughts are like plants.
Okay.
What do you see? Neat rows, like a garden? Or wild things like ferns and weeds and vines?
I see sort of the jungle.
It'd be nice if they could plant thoughts in our heads, so nobody would have bad memories. We could plant, you know, wonderful things we did. Like a happy childhood. Real groovy parents. Only good things.
Yeah, to make you forget how terrible it really was.
That's the point. Nothing's terrible.
Far out.
Sometimes I feel like screaming my head off.
Well, now's your chance. Go ahead. There's nobody around. Look, no man's land. Nothing.
But someone...
Who? The ghost? The dead pioneer?
Hey!
So anyway.
What?
So anyway ought to be one word. The name of some place. Or a river. So anyway river.
Hey. All that's left of that poor old prospector.
4-8?
Mm-hmm.
Is that gypsum?
Well, it ain't table salt.
Would you like to go with me?
Where?
Wherever I'm going.
Are you really asking?
Is that your real answer? Oh, who said that? You made the pass on me. I'm composing. always knew it'd be like this.
Bob?
The desert.
They should build a drive-in up here. They'd make a mint.
Why don't you do it?
Me? Oh. No.
Me something else.
Having trouble?
Oh, no. I was just in the bathroom.
Where's your car?
I left it along with my driver's license, Bank AmeriCard, traveler's check, social security number, birth certificate, and, Man, you're really crazy. Is it loaded?
Nope.
Digging for water?
I'm gonna bury it.
Why did you ask me about the strike? Were you there?
Yeah.
The guy who killed the cop.
No. I wanted to, but somebody else was there.
But they said that...
They? Who's they?
On the radio.
I never got off a shot.
You'll need him. You're gonna have a hard time making him believe you.
I ain't gonna try.
Why? I believe you. Let's go back to the car. You can drive out of here. If you cut your hair, they'd never recognize you.
Do I need a haircut?
No, you look beautiful.
You might not even think it's a plane. Strange prehistoric bird spotted over Mojave Desert with its genitals out.
You are just crazy enough to take this thing back to L.A.
Sure. You don't borrow someone's private plane, take it for a joyride, never come back to express your thanks.
It's nice to see a young man who shows some respect.
That's a great thing, man.
Sure is.
Do you really think you have a chance?
Just set it down on the runway far enough from the tower so I can make it into this field. And there I've got it made. Back in time before they know what's happening.
But why take it back? You could just ditch it here and ride with me to Phoenix. You don't even have to take the risk of...
I want to take risks. Well, isn't she beautiful?
Yeah.
Did you use the plane very often, sir?
Yes.
Was it insured for liability and theft?
Of course it was. It's a small plane, but they don't come very cheap, I can tell you that much. My wife was in love with that thing. In fact, I had it painted her favorite color, pink.
So you actually talked with the kid?
Yeah, I talked with him.
What did he say?
Well, he asked me to go for a ride. Act like it's his plane.
You believed him?
No.
Then why did you let him go?
Well, I don't know.
You remember what he was wearing?
Yeah, he had on a shirt and dark hair.
About how old would you say he was?
Oh, about 30, I guess. Or maybe younger. 20, 21.
Tell me, honey, what will I do when I'm hungry, thirsty too? I'm feeling foolish, that's for sure. Just waiting here at your kitchen door. What's in your eyes? Is that the diamond from the mine? What's that laughing in your...
4-H Club sponsoring a rodeo and cakewalk Sunday afternoon at the old Shepherd High School Stadium. There'll be lots of horses and dusty buns for all. Cotton candy, too, I'll bet, huh?
This dish is delicious, brings to good tune. Nice but down for drinking, Lord, I have it all to do. Oh, I wish I was a single girl again.
This kid's got to be out of his head to stay there. Bring it back.
Hover them above the mouth.
Turkey 06 Juliet, clear to land. Turkey 5, 9er whiskey.
Tower's just spotted. Lily 7 coming in for a landing. She's nearing the pattern now from the south.
Roger.
Incoming traffic's in a holding pattern.
KHT 759. This is KHT 652. Come in, please.
KHT 652, this is KHT 759. You should see this thing. You wouldn't believe it.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. It's got all those funny jokes painted all over it.
Call an ambulance.
Get a tire iron from the car.
Airliner. An apparent hijacking attempt has ended with one youth dead. After repeated attempts by the police to block the plane without success, several shots were fired into the cockpit by an unidentified police officer, killing the youth immediately. Stay tuned for full details as they are received at TV's News Central. We return you now to John Fahey.
What was it like, anyway?
Don't ask her. Don't ask.
Well, it was...
Bye-bye.
Well, he's coming right over. Oh, he is?
Yes, he's going to tell us everything that happened the other night.
Oh, I can hardly wait for that. Yes. Light your own.
Very interesting. Nikki, you know, said she wasn't there. But I walked out by the pool.
Well, Lee, if these are your final conditions, I don't see how I can possibly submit them to our associates. This proposal is just unacceptable.
Well, now, Jack, you know as well as I do that the price of anything is never high or low except in relation to its potential use, right? Well, the only question for you is this land of value to your people or not?
Frankly, I don't think that it is. We don't want to get in over our heads any more than you people do.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about potential use. This is speculation. We shouldn't pay any more than speculation prices for it.
Do you think they'll come true?
What do you think, Counselor? Should we call their bluff?
Daria? Hey. What happened to you? Did you try and go swimming? Anyway, you arrived finally. That's the important thing. Now listen. Go downstairs, change clothes. Your room is the first on the right at the bottom of the stairs. Okay?
Now, we realize it's got great potential with the marina and with the pier, etc. It blends itself with casual living, and yet it's affluent.
As a matter of fact, I'm quite enthusiastic about this whole project, but
the next thing you know, we'll be finding gold on this property. So if we can find water there, we can certainly find gold.
Well, in this country, water is gold.
Development of an airstrip or roads, the marina development and the shore areas would, of course, be a subsequent facet of the entire project.
Dawn comes up so young. Dreams begin so young. And if you live just for today, the day may soon be done. But there's a place where dreams always stay so young. A place to hear the sun go down and fade away, to see the wind just run away with yesterday. Any place for those who care. Zabriskie Point is anywhere. Time runs out so fast on love, too good to last so young. A time to look for rivers that are never found, to touch the sky and really feel the world go round, to live, to love, to laugh, to cry, to be alone. Young, so young, love was meant to be wild and free, so young. Young, so young, love is space and line, a place and time, a state of mind. Too late I find, when tomorrow's come and love is lost so young.